My sisters and brothers in Jesus Christ. The readings of the day remind us how sin and death came through the disobedience of one man, and the obedient death of Jesus Christ saved mankind from sin and death. The Gospel speaks of the temptations of Jesus. Well, you and I experience these temptations throughout our lives. These tendencies are still very much within us, around us, and amidst us. We need to guard against our incessant desire for what is sensible and pleasurable, our addictions to certain substances, such as alcohol, drugs, and pornography. We need to guard against our craze for name and fame, our craving for power and popularity. Well, Lent is a time to get to know all that is unbecoming of God in our lives and let them go and let God be God in our lives. Friends, this calls for conversion of hearts, a change of attitudes, a desire to turn away from sin and turn toward God. Some of the common practices during the Lent are reconciliation with God through sacrament of confession, more frequent participation in the Holy Eucharist, and reading and reflection on scriptures, and getting more and more involved in active charity. Now, let me talk to you about the second collection for the Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales. First of all, I thank Father Jesse, our pastor, and other clergy and the parish staff, and you, the community, for allowing this second collection. You know, last year we took a second collection, and it was great. We have collected about $35,000 for building a priest home for the retiring clergy in my province. I am happy to say my provincial administration has purchased a convenient land and made a well, and now water and electricity are on the ground. A name is given to the project. It's called the Eden Nivas. Nivas means home or house, and Eden is the very same Eden about which he heard in the first reading. A good plan and budget is being approved by the provincial administration. If everything goes well, construction will begin soon, and the house will be completed in the year 2024. It will provide convenient housing for 32 retired clergy who worked in different parts of the world, like USA, Germany, Chad, Cameroon, Philippines, besides our missions in India. The actual cost of the project is $1.5 million. The residence is built in 4 blocks of 8 apartments each with living area, bedroom, and a small balcony. Each residence is of 550 square feet, and its construction cost is about $20,000. Father Provincial knows about our second collection today. He has written to Father Jesse and me that one block of 8 apartments will be dedicated to St. Antonio Padua Catholic Church, the Woodlands. You know, my province is grateful to you for your love and support for Father George Vattapara, who is now working in a parish as a pastor in my own state in Kerala, and Father Jason, who worked here about 3 years and transferred to St. Lawrence Church, Sugarland, and he is still there, and me, working on the 5th year in St. Antonio Padua, and running on to the 22nd year of my ministry in the Archdiocese. There are 9 priests working in the Archdiocese from my congregation, and over 75 priests are working all over USA from the congregation. So, Eden Nivas will be my future home, and for many other priests who works in the Archdiocese and all over the world. So please be generous in your contribution for this project. My goal, if God willing, to raise $150,000 in 3 years. We have already raised $35,000 last year. I think it is feasible if each family could donate $20 to $30 and a few families little more. And you know, in Lent, we try to make personal sacrifices by fasting. And it will be wonderful if you add a goal to your fast, like saving $1 a day, $7 a week, and $30 for a month, and $365 in a year, and donate it to a charity of your choice, including the renovation program of the rectory right now, which is my home, and Eden Nivas, and many other projects for which we are bound to collect funds. It is not difficult to save $1 a day. It means sacrificing a couple of soft drinks, maybe ice cream once in a while, a few happy hours, especially during Lent. But make sure you don't totally give up the happy hours. It will cause some other problems. And make it a family project and discuss or talk about it with your kids, and they will be enthused to know about the needs of the church and the needy people around the world. Friends, it is not how much you contribute, but how generous and how great your sacrifice in helping these projects. Before I conclude, let me remind you of Jesus' miracle of multiplication of loaves and fishes in the Gospel. This miracle was possible because a little boy in the crowd was willing to offer his legitimate lunch to Jesus, the loaves and fishes. Jesus received those loaves and fishes, prayed over it, and multiplied, and he could feed 5,000 men, and not counting women and children. So, even if the small sum you contribute and you pray for this cause, God will multiply it. Friends, I know you are generous. You love your priests and care for them. So I request your prayers for the Eden Nivas and contribute what you can And I believe God will multiply them to thousands and hundreds and thousands. Well, I could go on talking about this project and the congregation for many more minutes. But I know the reality is the longer I speak, lesser will be in the collection baskets. I am told by the usherers to remind the people that the second collection goes to the red basket. Okay. And I will be available in the narthex, or anytime you can contact me. I will be in the office, either on my phone or by an email, and all questions can be answered. Please pray, and God bless each one of you. Saint Anthony of Padua, pray for us.